Hey elegant parametrical praise and welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. It's been so long and I will miss you all, and I hope you guys have missed me too. I mean, a lot has happened. I haven't been in front of a camera like recording for the longest time, almost 2 months. I think 2 months now, not almost, more than maybe. Yeah, a lot has happened, like a lot has happened, child. So I'm just gonna share everything like bit by bit because I cannot share it all in one video. But yeah, just glad that I'm back and I'm doing this again. And yeah, I hope this video is gonna be interesting to you. But before I get into today's video, guys, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please, in our family, let's grow this family together. It's very important and it's helpful to me. Okay, so as you saw the title of the video, like change. I want to talk about change today. I want to talk about change, independence, and saving. And yeah, the story is just gonna be interesting as you go. So I'm gonna give you a little background story of like yeah, like I came here as an au pair. I came to Germany as an au pair. But before I came to Germany, when I was in Zim, I was doing wigs, I was doing nails. I had this small tiny shop where I was doing all these things. So I was starting to learn to stand on my own, to be a little independent, to know that I have bills to pay. Like I was still in the process of learning that. Okay, so this is going to be helpful for what I'm going to say later. So I just had to give that little background story, and I wanted to actually, let me say this. I actually moved then to Germany, and I was an au pair in Dusseldorf for like 10 months because I came to Germany in November and I finished my au pair in August. So I think that's about 10 months there. So before I finished my au pair, like in sometime in February, March, I started applying for an Ausbildung, this zweijährige Ausbildung that I did. So I started applying already. If you're in Germany, you know that Ausbildung starts either in August, September, and October. So this one that I was applying for, oh, and April also. This one that I was applying for, I wanted to start at least in September. Like, basically, it was offered in September and in April. So I started applying, although I know it was going to be unfair to my host family to tell them that I'm leaving before my time finished. But anyway, one of the days, my host mom and I started receiving responses from schools. My host mom then saw a letter that was coming from a school from Ulm, I think, and she was like, "Oh, you started applying for school. Why didn't you tell me? I was gonna assist you and all that." I was like, I was going to tell you, but then I just wanted to try and do this on my own." And she's like, "Okay, how is it going?" I'm like, "It's going well." And then she's like, "Oh, but you know, school starts in September, right? So that means we have to go early." I'm like, "Yeah." She wasn't happy. She wasn't happy at all. I mean, I was doing my job really well, so she wasn't happy. She was like, "Oh, but that's so soon. The kids are gonna miss you," and oh, you know. But at this point, I was just thinking for myself, like what I wanted, and then like we had discussed about my future before, like my career path, and they'd asked me what I want to do. I told them that I wanted to study, and they're like, "Oh, okay." Now she's like, I think she took some time to process hearing the letter and oh, this is like, "Praise, but you said you want to study. This is not like studying." I was like, "I know," and then she's like, "So if you do this thing, you want to study?" I'm like, the process might be delayed, but it doesn't mean that I won't do it. And also, I was like, who knows? Maybe I might like nursing school. That's what I said to her, and she just laughed. So I got to school and I got like replies from almost 6 schools, and I had to choose which one I wanted to go to. But the choice wasn't really based on me, but was based on where I got like the practical place first, like the place where the practice where I was going to be working. Because I was building, you're working and you're learning. It's an apprenticeship, so you're working and you're learning at the same time. So the apprenticeship place, the praxis place was the one that was going to be hard for me to get. I tried applying at different places, and I kind of wanted a place that was close to Stuttgart for some reason. I don't know. And then so I got a place in Gondelsheim and a school in Britain, so that was not too far from each other, and I was happy with this place. So I did everything, came for my interview. I was so scared when I came for my interview for the practice. I was so scared, but the lady was okay. She was nice, but she was speaking so fast, and I couldn't really understand everything that she was saying. So I had to say Peter, Peter, Peter the whole time. If you're beating an interview and they're speaking so fast, you'd understand what I'm talking about. And then there's this one word that I remember that she said that I didn't understand. She was like, to be smoothie. Then I'm just thinking, mutig, mutig, what does that mean? She tried to explain it, but then it was just waves to me. I couldn't understand anything. And then later I saw that, oh, brave, because she was saying things like, most people wouldn't come, leave their family, everything, friends, and come starting your life here. So that's why she made them like, oh, okay. Actually, there are a lot of Zimbabweans, a lot of people from other continents also that come here for work and leave their family. It's not always easy. That's what I'm gonna say. It is not always easy, guys. I was going to move from it's going to be different. I was moving from the family that accepted me, that I stayed with for all the time. There are going to be a lot of changes. At some point I was scared, but one good thing that I did was to save. I did my best to save for any day. As you know, the output, the au pair money is not a lot. So I did my best to save, and also making weeks on the side. So I did my best to save because I knew that I was going to move. I was going to need rent money. I was gonna need deposit money and moving, like buses, money, all that, right? So I came, like I got everything together, all contracts from work and from school, everything was signed. But then came the difficult time, which was looking for a place to stay. Guys, if you stay in Germany, it's also stay in Germany, know this very well. It is very difficult to find a place to stay. I don't know. You write to people, you get negative responses, or I just don't know, but it's very difficult. So where I was applying, where I was looking for a place to stay, like close to work, I had no luck. Like honestly, I had no luck. So I had to try and look like in the closer towns, and there was nothing. There was nothing, or I got bad responses, or there are times they like want a guy. I remember this one time I was also told that no, the Femita doesn't want a black person here. So I'm like, what are you gonna do? Imagine having everything else, but you don't have the contract for the place to stay. That was very hectic. But anyway, at then decided, you know what, I have to look for even a further far place and just check a connection if I'm gonna be able to get to work, if I have free shift, if I'm gonna be able to get to work on time. That's what I was doing, not just typing places that are closed and checking if there's a connection for the morning. And that helped me because I wrote to different places, and I wrote to this other guy. I found a place in Fortheim, which was quite far from work, like quite far from work, and I had to wake up at 4 a.m. every single day at 4 a.m. when I had photo shoots did work. Imagine in the cold days. It was September, so October, November, December, in that cold, I was waking up at 4 a.m. going to work, and you know what they'll say, like, oh, and some of them even had bigger houses and all, but no one was gonna offer me to, oh, come and stay, or gonna rent your room or something like that. I was just on my own, and that was one of the hard things that I faced. I mean, you're alone in this country. You are staying far from work. You know, you have to wake up at 4. It's like there's an evil stepmother waking you up or something like that. It was very, be in the train. I've been in the train alone, and the bus, I can understand. The train, the whole train alone, and you see no one, and it's cold, it's dark, it was weird. It was very, it was very painful to me to go through that, and I was just like, you know what, better days are coming. I'm gonna find a place. And at some point, I had started to give up on finding a place, and then a friend of me helped me out. But before I speak about that, like the moving part, the challenging part, guys, moving with all your stuff, coming to a new place. I don't even know where the place is. And before I came to Fort Time, before I moved to Fort Time, I had to come and see the place. Imagine from Düsseldorf coming to Fort Time and going back on the same day. All that, it was very crazy. It was very crazy. And yeah, the place, it was a vacay for 3 people, but there was one guy who was staying there, and then there was gonna be me, then there was gonna be another guy that was gonna come. So I was gonna be the only girl in that place, which was a little bit weird. If you're a girl and you're staying with guys, I mean, the dirt, the untidiness, the hygiene, the dirt, the dirt. That's all I can say. It was just too much. Even if I cleaned, even if I did what, it was just too much, And yeah, it was weird. I remember I got there the first day when I moved. I got there, and the Femita had gotten a bed, like, those beds from high school and hostels. Yeah, that single bed, and yeah, a mattress. That's what was there, and the table was there, and there's no place where I could put my food and stuff. I had no wardrobe and all that. So there also those plastic wardrobes. Like, I don't know if I can find a picture and show you those ones that should build out. I really don't know if I still have a picture of that place. If I do, I'm gonna show you. Those ones that you build up, and it has like all these shelves, and you can put your stuff inside. I bought one of those, and I put my things inside because I wanted a little bit of order. But then I had my food in a cardboard box. I don't know what to call it really. Yeah, in a card box. And yeah, I was okay. I was happy. I was grateful though that I had that place. And also, the challenge was waking up and going to work that early, and also staying with guys and have them also take your food and just eat and be like, oh, sorry, I didn't know that was your food. Oh, I'm sorry. And she really good, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep my things in the card box, and if I have to buy like things I need to stay in the freezer, I'm not going to buy a lot. I'm just gonna buy what I'm gonna eat today and tomorrow or something like that. And then I had to, since I was working far, I had to buy a ticket that that could take me to work and also take me to school. This was another challenge because my ticket only worked like in the train. A car ticket, it only worked in the train. It didn't work in the local buses. I mean, from where I was staying to town, I could walk. It was fine. I didn't mind. But then from school, from where I was staying to school, If I had to take the train again to school, I had to wake up like even earlier. Like I had to wake up like maybe 4:30 or something. So it was it, no 4:30 to school, guys, or 5 to school. I don't know. It was just a little bit crazy, and sometimes the train will be late, and then I see that there's a bus and it's going, but my ticket couldn't allow me to take the bus because it was a different ticket. So that was quite hurting. Then I would see the bus going. The bus would literally stop at my stop, like when I go down the stairs outside the apartment. That stop, the bus would stop there, but I just couldn't get in. I had to go all the way to the train station and get the train, because in the bus, if they found out that I didn't have the correct ticket, I was gonna pay a fine of 60 euros. So that was also one of the challenges that I had. And also yeah, I'm gonna say saving money kind of helped me, although I also got help from friend. And it was very helpful. So I would say that moving out and staying alone, it kind of brings out another side of you that you didn't know you had, like saving, like budgeting. I wasn't that type that type of person that would budget, but when you're staying alone, you need to start budgeting. You need to manage your finances in a sort of way, in any kind of way, depending on how much you earn and all that. So I started thinking of all those days when you just ask for your dad for money, and he'd be like, Antinamari, but he doesn't have money, but he wouldn't understand and all. But staying alone, moving, those first months, they were hectic. They were very hectic. So I would want to say that every change that we do in life is yeah, everything that we do in life comes with a change. Any level that we get in life comes with a change. This video is actually inspired by a video that I took yesterday with my boyfriend, but I don't know when I'm gonna post it, but it's gonna come sometime. I don't know. So every change that comes in your life comes with with a challenge. Any change comes with a challenge. If it's easy, then it might not be worth it. You need to go through that challenge, through that change, through that pain, through those early mornings, through those cryings, through those nights when you don't have anything. You have to go through all that to be able to go higher. And when you get to another level, you get to another place, you appreciate where you are, because you're looking back at what you've done, where you've been. Like I would say that I have seen a lot, and this just wasn't the only difficult part, because another difficult part, I don't know if I should share it in this video, but I would say that for the first month, also when I moved to the other place, I couldn't work also, and it was a lot. But I'm just gonna say that no matter what situation or what position you are now, make sure that saving is a priority. It's gonna help you, when you get into situations that you cannot really, move from, because you cannot always say, I'm gonna borrow money from someone, or I'm gonna do this, and yeah, have all those close people that's out there to help you and to support you financially. 2 3 people, it's okay, it's gonna help you. But if what I'm just gonna say is that if it comes easy, then it's not worth it. There's always gonna be changes in our lives, and we just have to find a way to get through that hardship, find a way to get through it and get into another level, because every single level, just like a game, every single level has its own challenge. And if you pass a challenge, you go to another stage. You pass a challenge, you go to another level. So life ain't easy, but let's tackle those challenges, and yeah, and we got this. And we definitely got this. So I just wanted to share this little story of me moving up, being independent, having to pay my own rent, having to pay my own things and all. So yeah, guys, I hope this was a helpful video to someone, and that it's just gonna come. It's part of life. Challenges is just gonna be there, but we are going to make it, as long as you keep your head straight and focus on your goal and focus where you're going, and don't let anything move you off center. You will be okay. You'll be okay. All those pains, all those, everything, it pays at the end, as long as you keep focusing. So guys, this was my comeback video because I'm going to talk about a lot of challenges, a lot of changes that I have to go through, I had to go through, with the hope that my mistakes or my own situation is going to help you also maybe find a way to pass through a change, through a difficulty that I would have passed, and share my experience with you. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and to leave any questions down below or any video suggestions down below. And I love you guys. Bye.